What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another predicted lineup video. We face Brentford at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tomorrow under the lights, 7:30 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And let's get to winning ways. Obviously, we missed out on our trip to Burnley last week due to adverse weather conditions. And let's hope Tottenham have some undersoil heating to contend with.
Given the injuries we've got, maybe we should turn it off.
Yeah, maybe. But look, let's get into the team news.
Yeah, Romero, a massive blow. Conte confirming he's not going to play again in 2022. Could even be out as late as February, which is an absolutely ginormous blow, saying the injury is very serious. Sounds like he's got a quite bad torn hamstring, so he's going to be out for the Brentford game. So is Giovanni Lo Celso, but more positive news, he's going to be back for the Norwich game, hopefully, with Conte saying he's a player, a very good player who we need to exploit, and I believe him. So very interesting comments on Lo Celso. Dane Scarlett also being a doubt. I didn't give an update on him, but I'm assuming he's still out injured. Other than that, it seems to be a clean bill of health. Obviously, Sessegnon got sent off, but he is not injured, so he's going to be available for the Brentford game. And Bergwijn missed the Mura game due to a little illness, but he is back available for this one.
It's interesting the comments he made on Bergwijn. I can't remember the specific thing he said, but he's got a very important decision to make or something like that. What do you think he's alluding to with that?
No, he wasn't saying. He was saying he has to do his valuations of all players, and included Bergwijn in that. And he was talking up his qualities, his abilities in one-on-one, his abilities to play across the forward line, and good in one-on-one situations, and he's fast and ability to score. But he's going to make his evaluations on all players ahead of January, he was saying.
All right, well, let's get into the predicted lineup. We're going for a 3-4-3 formation, as we've seen every game under Conte. In goal, obviously going to be Hugo Lloris. Right back, or who are we going to look at first? We're going to look at the first right wing back, we're going to look at, and that is going to be Emerson Royal.
Yep. He comes in for this one. Matt Doherty obviously doing himself no favours against Mura. Was never going to really come in for this one. And Emerson is our first choice right wing back, so no surprises. Yeah.
Let's look at the centre back options now. And the right sided of the centre back is probably the biggest talking point. We're going for Davinson Sanchez. Could easily be Japhet Tanganga, and Joe Rodon probably has a small shout as well. But we've gone for Davinson Sanchez.
Well, he was going to start against Burnley, wasn't he? So we're going to put him in for this one as well. And I think with his bit of pace, he kind of mops up the other two centre-backs when they can get caught out or whatnot. And he's very physical as well, which could be very crucial up against Ivan Toney. So we're going for Sanchez.
Alongside him, we're going to go for Eric Dyer, and he's going to have a handful on his hands with Ivan Toney, isn't he?
Yeah, and you got Mbeumo running off him as well. He's very quick, and he's going to look to exploit our centre-back's lack of pace. So he's definitely going to his work cut out for him. But it's also very important on the ball. He's doing the job that he has been doing, which is doing some line-breaking passes and stepping into midfield, because that's also just as important in this Conte system.
And then to make up the back three, we're going to go for Ben Davies on the left side of a back three.
Yep. No other options, really. And Davies has probably been our best centre-back since Conte's come in, so he definitely gets the nod again.
I mean, there is option to play a Rodon there, but I think Davies has done his job really well there, hasn't he, since
I think on the
in.
left, there's no other option, but, I mean, you could play Rodon, but I don't think he's as comfortable there as Davies.
Agreed. All right, so that's Davies, Dyer and Sanchez, the back three. Left wing back, Sergio Reguilon has had a really strong start to life under Antonio Conte, and we're just calling him to carry that on.
Yeah, scored the win against Leeds, and I back him to have another good game. He's going to be so important, as we've said. The fullback, the wing backs are one of the most important positions in this system. So obviously he comes back in. Sessegnon didn't stake a claim for the first team, so he's got no competition right now.
Yeah, so let's go over that back line. So Emerson Royal, right wing back, Reguilon, left wing back, Davies, Dyer and Sanchez in a back three. Moving on to the double pivot, we're going to go for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
Yeah, he's been Mr. Consistent, I guess, in the team. So he definitely is going to start. I can't see any other way which he doesn't start.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, he has been fairly reliable, but I think he hasn't had such a strong start to the season, in my opinion. But with him and obviously the next player we're going to talk about, and Ollie Skip alongside him, it's just that, we've spoken about it time and time again, that lack of creativity in the middle.
Correct, and that's always going to be a problem when coming up against teams who sit deep, or even a pressing team, when we need to be able to beat the press and be on the half turn. That's always going to be a struggle, which is why I'd like to see another creative midfielder in there, but he's still figuring out the best system, isn't he, Conte? So at the moment we're going for a 3-4-3, but I'm hoping in the future, because I think even if we have Skip and Højbjerg there, if we have a Ndombele or Lo Celso with them, you can make up for it in that sense. But without that, if you're relying on them to supply the forward line or the wing backs, we could get unstuck. I feel.
So Skip and Højbjerg in the double pivot on the right-hand side of the attack, Lucas Moura, and these all three front players. I mean, we can just bring up all three front players, to be honest. But in terms of Lucas, Kane, and Son being that front three. They're going to be really important in terms of Son and Kane, especially because they need to get back to scoring.
Yeah, and they're obviously very central now. I think, especially for Son and Lucas, them two especially, it's kind of learning a new position, being a lot more central, not relying on Reguilon and Emerson to provide the width, so not taking up that space, and being able to find pockets of space in central areas closer to goal where they can really hurt the opposition. I think Son especially has struggled quite a bit since Conte's come in. I think Kane and Lucas are getting to grips with it a bit quicker, but we need all three of them to be able to get in very dangerous positions, getting closer to goal, getting shots on goal, and allowing Reguilon and Emerson to dominate those wide areas, which is important. So especially against Brentford, it's going to be they go man on man. They're very intense. They like to press. They like to get their wing backs forward as well. So Son, Kane, and Lucas, it's going to be a tough ride for them. But if they can kind of ride the physical battle, then there will be space for them for sure.
All right, so let's go through that lineup with you one more time. So it's Lloris in goal, Sanchez, Dyer, and Davis in the back three, Reguilon and Emerson as the flying wing backs, with Skip and Højbjerg in the middle, Son on the left, Lucas on the right, Kane up top. What score prediction are you going for?
2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs. Who's going to score?
I'm going to go Kane will score and Son will score.
Kane and Son. Yeah, I'm going 2-1 as well. In terms of the scorers, I mean, I say Kane's going to score every week and doesn't seem to happen. And I'm going to go for Kane to score again. Hopefully it will happen this time. I'm going to go for Kane at the double. I want to know your predictions in the comment section below. I want to know your predicted lineup in the comment section below as well. Join us tomorrow for the watch along. John and Josh King will be in the studio. Me and my brother will be at the game. And join us tonight as we're doing a watch along for the Merseyside derby, Everton against Liverpool, on freebets.com. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to come and join us there. But come and join us. A host of football tonight. We'll be keeping an eye on every single game in the Premier League. So it promises to be a good night of football. Look forward to seeing you all a bit later. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.